students! How well do you know the subject of veganism? How much do you know about the animals? How much do you know about your own body? Do you see something in this picture that looks like it doesn't belong there? Got some books, a few animals, got a bit of food there. Do you see anything else? What do you think this is? Do you think it's apple juice? Looks like it could be, but actually it's not. It's my pee. That's right. You heard correctly. This morning I measured my pee and it is 600 cc's. Did I have to go badly? Yeah. But sometimes when I feel like I really have to go badly, there's only 400 cc's in there. Why is that? Why is that sometimes we feel like, oh my God, stop the car, I have to go right away. And then you realize there's not actually that much in there. And other times it's like, oh, stop the car, I really have to go badly. And there is a lot. Well, the important thing here is that you learn about your own body. You understand your body. When you pee, it's important that you check and make sure that the color is good. It shouldn't be cloudy. It should be clear. This pee is very clear. It shouldn't be too dark. If it's too dark, it means that it's too concentrated and you might be dehydrated. If your pee is extra yellow, it might also mean that you just took a vitamin pill. That can sometimes change the color as well. The reason that it's important to measure your pee and to know your body, not just your pee, but your pulse and all kinds of things, your weight, know your body, is because let's say you're out somewhere on a long road trip and you need to go and there's no truck stop around. If you really know your body, you can kind of feel it and you think to yourself, okay, I really feel like I have to go, but actually I probably only have 400 cc's in my bladder right now and I could probably wait. Other times you'll think to yourself, okay, I really need to go to the washroom now and there's a truck stop coming up and I better go because I can feel it. I'm already at 500 cc's and I really don't want to go any more than that. Now remember, this is not a competition. Everyone's bladder is different. This is just about you getting to know yourself. And I'm always learning about myself. I'm also always learning about other things. How many vegan books do you have? How many websites do you keep track of? Do you follow? Do you know about the China study? It's a very important study. Do you know what kind of foods fight pain? Do you know how to be healthy if you're a woman and you're vegan? Do you know how to prevent and reverse heart disease? Did you know that vegan children can be extremely healthy? Where's the nearest farm sanctuary to you? Is it close or is it far? Find out. Help them out. Check them out. Do you know about protein? Do you know that you really don't need to worry too much about protein, but that you can get it from all kinds of vegan foods? You don't need to eat animals. Let's see what's here. Zoopolis or Zoopolis. It's all about foods, healthy eating by Colin Campbell. He's a PhD. Do you know what kind of power foods that you can eat to be healthy? Power foods for the brain. This is by Neil Barnard. He's a medical doctor. An effective 3-step plan to protect your mind and strengthen your memory. Author of the New York Times bestseller, 21-Day Weight Loss Kickstart. This is a doctor who is vegan, and he talks about veganism all the time. Here's a poster. Why love one but eat the other? I show this to my granddaughter. She's 1.5 years. And she stares at the pictures. And she points to them like this. And I say, dog. Then she points to this one, and I say, baby cow. And she goes back and forth. And I can see her little brain working to see, well, what's the difference? She's probably thinking to herself, they look the same. But I try to get her to focus on the little faces and to see that one really is a dog and one really is a baby cow, but also to show how similar they are, to get it into her head that animals are friends, not food. For those of you who haven't yet met these two, these are two little friends that were thrown over my porch by some strangers who wanted my dog to stop being vegan, who wanted my dog to eat pigs. So they threw these over. They're squeaky toys. And I guess they wanted my dog to chew them. But of course, I don't want her to chew pigs. I know they're just plastic toys and they're not real pigs. But it's just the idea of it. Look how cute they are. So I use them in my videos. This one is Mabel. That's what I named her. And this one is Martha. Another book I want to talk to you about is this one here, How Not to Die, by Michael Greger. Dr. Michael Greger has an app called The Daily Dozen. And of course we're all going to die. So this is kind of a weird title. I don't actually like it personally. But his next book after that is called How Not to Diet. Now that's a good title, filled with all kinds of information. But this is still an amazing book. If you use it as a reference, you'll see how much detail is in here. And look at the back. This is just the reference section. All based on science. All based on research. It's incredible. The appendix here, look, is as thick as any book itself. What he does here is he goes over all kinds of things. And some places here I've highlighted different things that are of interest to me. Talks about every kind of food, mangoes, and watermelon, and he talks about dried fruit. He talks about citrus fruit and prescribing kiwi fruit. All kinds of amazing, interesting things, exotic fruits. Then he goes on about herbs and spices and about turmeric. Some people call it turmeric. And how important it is to have some turmeric, and that if you mix it together with pepper, it gets better absorbed. I mean, there's just so much information in here. Absolutely incredible. You could think of this as almost like a Bible for vegans. You're going to learn about fiber, how much fiber you need, and you could keep this at your bedside and just refer to it every once in a while. Can diet protect against kidney cancer? And then he talks about some information about that. And animal viruses involved in human blood cancers, are they? Well, you should get this book if you want to learn all about different teas and the amount of food in a 100 calorie serving. I just can't recommend it enough. There's just so much to learn. How not to die from brain diseases. I'm going to talk about different vegan foods. And look, it's always talking about fiber, fiber, fiber. On that note, I just want to remind you to eat some flax seeds every day and some chia seeds. You can blend them in anything. Yesterday we made a chili sauce, and I just went ahead and I just dumped a whole bunch of extra flax seeds in there, ground up flax seeds. You couldn't even taste it in there. Just made it a little bit thicker, and it's another way to get some extra nutrients. So again, let's sum up. Should you measure your pee? Yeah, measure your pee. It'll make you happy to get to know your body. Not all the time, but just for a week or so. Just check it out. Make a little note. Write it down, though. If you don't write down, you'll never remember, and you won't see a pattern. And then remember also, it's not a competition to try to hold it as long as you can or anything like that. But it's just an interesting thing to note. Don't forget to eat some healthy vegan foods. And if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, do that. Subscribe. We're going to be learning so much. Not just about vegan books, not just about facts about food, but about animals, sanctuaries, vegan athletes, non-vegan people and why they should be, all kinds of stuff. Coming up on the screen, you're going to see some videos popping up. If you haven't seen them yet, be curious. Click on those as well. After you subscribe and after you click on the notification button, click on the videos. Look around. Be curious. Thanks again for watching, and thank you to everybody who is not yet vegan but still hanging out here and learning. Love you guys. Bye for now. Do 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 do.